Rahim. The activities in Jamaat. There are many activities in Jamaat. The first one would be the establishment of the congregational prayer, which, if done correctly, should mean that brothers are standing side by side with no gaps, feet touching, shoulders touching. Why? Because we are one flesh. Humbly submitting ourselves in prostration before Allah, seeking His forgiveness, His mercy, His guidance. When you get down to the technicalities of Jamaat, there are many things. It can be encouraging brothers to the faith, having lectures, educational talks on the ways and lives of the Prophet, the meanings of the ayat in the Quran. And it's what we would term and what we would call nasiha, concern for our Muslim brothers. Sometimes you see Muslim brothers come to the masjid and frequent it so often, and then you don't see them for a bit. And then, mashallah, maybe a week, 2 weeks later, they come back, and the Muslim brother will be, "How you been? I haven't seen you," because mashallah, they've become such a regular. That is concern. That is Jamaat in the caring sense. It's not about knocking on your front door and driving you to the masjid and forcing you to do that, because we all know there is no compulsory in religion, there is no compulsory in Islam. But what it is, it's a caring, it's a worry. We live in a difficult time. We live around many vices, many negative influences that will seek to distract us from the remembrance of Allah and trying to be good Muslims and rightly guided Muslims. So therefore, the benefits of Jamaat are going out in terms of nasiha and talking and advising and just being there for your Muslim brother if they're going through difficulty or strife, if they need help or they need advice, making yourself available. At the same time as well, it's encouraging the youth and advising them in some sort of social or psychological capacity to make them believe in themselves, in their deen and how Allah can help them. It also is in the sense of, what else? In the sense of, there's what is it now? I was trying to remember. Bismillah. It's also in the sense of, there's too many radical groups out there, and they're following to the wrong influence, and they're being taught the wrong sort of Islam and being misguided by those who would claim to care for them but do not, but have their own political agendas, which unfortunately those who are willing to learn end up being taken in by. And therefore Jamaat, or the objective of Jamaat, is to also stifle out these negative influences that encourage extremism, which was forbidden by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and bringing back people to the correct path of deen and practicing. That's Jamaat.
When you come to Jamaat activities we do, for example, we can go and visit our Muslim brothers for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you go in Jamaat, you try to remember Allah as much as possible. And when you remember Allah, spiritual-wise, you feel enlightened by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you feel better. The environment you're in, it makes you feel better, makes you feel closer, even closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you go knock on a brother's door, you remind him the shortness of the life of this world. And this activity, when you speak to the brother, heart to heart, you speak to him, then he tells you his problem, why is he not coming masjid. Sometimes he may be having problems, for example, family problems. And when you have to feel sorry for the brother and try and give encouraging words that inshallah Allah subhanahu to help him. If possible, you can leave financial help. If possible, you can. If you can, inshallah. And doing this action, it helps you know even more about your Muslim brother. And it helps you, not only helping your Muslim brother, it as well helps you to improve yourself, your iman as well. Spiritual-wise, you get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So the activities of Jamaat, effectively the group of individuals will stay in the mosque. They'll stay in the mosque for a number of days. It could be 3 days, 10 days, 40 days. It could be 3 months, but generally speaking, between 3 and 40 days. Now, obviously, you'll be praying your 5 times salah, and also other activities will be, you'll effectively be talking amongst each other and talking to the community that you're in about our religion. Nothing new, just another reminder of what we are meant to do, and religious lectures as such, like a conference, but we will talk to the community, try and remind people and teach the community about our religion.
The activities of Jamaat are reflected on Islam, to obviously perform the pillars, which is 5 times prayers, to do lectures as a reminder of what one should be doing in life according to the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and according to the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Is also a time to pray, to learn, and also just as an environment to be in the mosque. Things like such as cooking, sitting together, eating together, and just encouraging other Muslims in the locality to come into the mosque as a reminder more than anything.